Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, yo. Cosmic Mind UV is everywhere you need to be, man. It's everywhere you need to be. Salute to my co-host, my excellent, phenomenal, stupendous co-host, Empress Star, taking your part no matter where you are. She got some things cooking up for you and coming very soon as well. We about to get back into the flow of the shows. Who is this person? What the fuck is Cosmic talking about? What is Cosmic talking about now, man? What does he got? What now, Cosmic? What now? Alright. This Nehru on the screen is Vernon Johns. Most them, they, those, etc. maybe haven't or aren't familiar with this name, you know what I'm saying? So, let's go ahead and see what we got. And then we'll go from there. Hope all is well, Royal Day. This is going to be brief as possible. And like I said, we got a few more shows coming up. You know what I'm saying? At some juncture randomly. Put your notification for the DS channel. Put on your notifications. Make sure you subscribe. Gratitude. Salute to all the new subscribers. Gratitude and salute to all the new subscribers. Here we go. Vernon Johns, 1982 to 1965, was a bold, brilliant, and revolutionary Black Baptist minister, best known as the pastor of Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama, before the MLK. Before. This is so important. Before MLK Jr., he is often called, quote unquote, the father of the civil rights movement, end quote. The father of the civil rights movement. Now, again, salute to the people that knew this, that was privy to this. And like I say, you know what I'm saying, that's why we do these type of shows, to get into nooks and crannies. We got different intellectual pivots on different things. So like I say, we got a lot of different topics coming up. So we'll see if we can get them knock out 2 shows today. But yeah, the father of the civil rights movement, because his ideas, sermons, and activism planted seeds that later shaped the modern civil rights era. Who he was, a scholar, fluent in Greek, Hebrew, and Latin. A fury preacher who challenged segregation from the pulpit. An interdependent thinker known for refusing to compromise with injustice. A rural farmer and intellectual. So he was a farmer as well. Isn't that something? And intellectual, blending academic brilliance with everyday practicality. Why he was unique. During 1930s to 1950s, an era of fear, racial terror, and social conformity, Johns stood out because he refused to be silent. He publicly confronted racism decades before it was, quote unquote, safe, end quote, acceptable, or organized. Ain't that something? He challenged white supremacy directly from the pulpit, on buses, in public forums, at the marketplace, etc. He even put up sermon titles like "It is safe to, quote unquote, it is safe to kill the Negro in Montgomery," end quote. That alone shows his boldness. Major contributions. Intellectual foundation for the civil rights movement. Mentor and inspiration to younger indigenous, Capital, etc. Black pastors. Taught that a quote unquote a preacher must be a prophet, not a performer, end quote. Y'all hear that? Yeah, send this to y'all preachers and y'all pastors and shit. He taught that what? A preacher, this is a quote, a preacher must be a prophet, not a performer, end quote. So, I mean, y'all, take that for what you take that for. Encouraged indigenous Coppertone, the original people, to develop economic independence, encourage self-respect, literacy, and self-defense. Vernon Johns is remembered today as the unfiltered truth teller who prepared the soil for MLK, later watered, or whatever. Y'all, you can get different viewpoints on that, with perspectives. Here we go. What was his stance on group economics? Vernon Johns had a strong, unapologetic stance on group economics, and he preached it long before the phrase became popular. He preached it long before the phrase became popular. His belief or knowing was simple, however powerful. Number one, the original people, Black, indigenous, Coppertone people, must control their own economic power. That's number one. Johns taught that economic dependence equals vulnerability, and economic interdependence equals dignity. He urged Black communities, etc., to build, buy, and circulate money within their own institutions, farms, shops, churches, businesses, etc. He knew, etc., quote, if you aren't able to control your economy, you aren't able to control your destiny, end quote. 2, farming, land ownership and production over consumption. Because he grew up farming, Johns pushed the idea that Black people should own land and produce goods instead of being lifetime consumers. He encouraged growing your own food, supporting Black farmers, owning property, creating economic cooperatives. So that's why I was saying, if your churches or your mega churches or whatever you go to, institutions, aren't doing these type of things, fam, or any type of version, or your pastor, whoever it is, the performer up there is not encouraging and actively doing those type of things, encourage you to grow your own food, supporting Black farmers, owning property, creating economic cooperatives. If they're not doing any of that shit, you need to get out of that facility. He saw farming not as a stereotype, however, as economic liberation. Number 3, stop funding your oppressors. Stop funding your oppressors. Johns often pointed out that Black people spent money with institutions that disrespected them. Wow, neglect that. It was way back then. Neglecting their own businesses and talents. He challenged churchgoers. So this is for y'all, for the church people still doing the church thing, Sky Daddy and all that shit, and everyday people to stop financially feeding systems that harm them. Damn, man. Salute the man. Salute the Johns, man. VJ, Vernon Johns, man. Salute them. Because, man, there's so many people in different platforms talk you down about, man, we need the system. We gotta have the system, man. We gotta have a job. We gotta. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do nothing. It's all a choice and decision. Keep dollar circulating in the community. He knew the Black dollar left the community too fast and preached the importance of internal circulation long before nation-building conversations became mainstream. So that means it's so crazy how melanin and indigenous Coppertone people been consumers it's been so long. God damn. Come on, man. This shit is literally by choice at this junction in so many different facets. Economic self-respect equals political power. For Johns, group economics wasn't only about wealth, it was about freedom. For the original people, if the original people organized economically, they could negotiate from strength. They could protect themselves. They could control their institutions, they could resist racial exploitation. In short, Vernon Johns felt that black liberation begins with economic liberation. Alright? Economic liberation. Because we talk about so many other things, man. And yeah, alright? And that no community can rise until it learns to produce, own, and cooperate economically. So that's what I'm saying. Again, these churches and facilities, man, what are y'all? It's no way y'all still believe in no Sky Daddy at this juncture, man. But hey, okay. Here are powerful practical examples the black community today can apply directly from Vernon Johns' methods and mindset. All right. So I mean, here we go with the solutions, because I know they be yelling that shit out. Solutions. All right, here we go. These are action-based. Y'all hear that? Let's make sure we put this in parentheses. These are action-based, not just psychological. The kinds of strategy Johns actually modeled in his life. Y'all ready? Here we go. Number one, make sure you share this out to the church people, man. Your mama, daddy, cousin, share it to your pastor, your deacons, and all of the deacons and deacons and all them people, the thumpers, you know what I'm saying? Again, if those facilities, institutions, whatever, are draining, y'all seen the past shows out there on that goddamn church shit, billions a year and all that. Come on, man. Tighten up. They performers. What he say? Pastor should be a prophet, not a performer, end quote. A pastor should be a prophet, not a performer, end quote. So y'all do, whoever your pastor is, you do whatever you need to do on your case-by-case basis. Here we go. Number one, build local black-owned food and farming networks. Build local black-owned food and farming networks. Johns grew his own produce. Johns. That's why, didn't I say that on the last church show I did? If the churches now don't have no indoor hydroponic gardens and they giving you startup money for farmers markets and shit like that, man, it shouldn't even be, that thing should be closed down, baby. You just helping them pay the rent for real. You hear me? I'm just saying. That's why it's called a building fund, for a reason. You helping fund the building, goddammit. I'm just saying, it can't be no more playing in your face than saying a building fund. You feel me? Anyway. Damn, y'all. Come on, y'all. Johns grew his own produce and sold it at fair prices, providing that communities can feed themselves. Modern application. Start or support black-owned farmers, community gardens, and or food co-ops, or start your own or create your own, etc., etc. This is how we start our small pipelines. You hear me? All right. Launch black farmers markets. All right. It don't matter how big it is, don't matter how small it is, intermediate, whatever. Okay. And you don't need a lot of land for it. You feel me? Okay. Encourage youth agricultural training programs. That would be right there. Would be excellent right there. You know what I'm saying? If it's some out there, salute to that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we need a whole lot more of those. Jim. Create food distribution circles, CSA boxes. Neighborhood food hubs. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. All of this stuff that I keep saying, man, you got to understand where people stand. You got to understand where the people stand that you fuck with, the churches and the stuff, the pastor stuff. They are those, whoever it is, they are keeping you, those, in this made up ass crisis or whatever the fuck it is. You hear me? But again, it's by choice. A lot of people, those are literally rising up, fam, early as fuck, Most instances, you hear me? And some people stay in that, stay in that bitch all day long. They getting that money in that, you can say intellectual property, money. They getting all of it all day long. So it's funny to me when I see the pastors go viral for saying close the door, don't let motherfuckers out of there, because we already know what it is, my nigga. My niggas, you know what I mean? I don't understand at this point. Like it's damn. I just recently saw a goddamn pastor and I know you gonna be like, no, he didn't see that. Yes, I did. He had on a blazer and he had on a dress with some motherfucking heels on. But anyway, modern application support. Okay, we got that. This increases food security, community revenue, land ownership, health outcomes, etc. Practice economic circulation, not economic escape. John always preached, quote, spend with your own people first, end quote. That's what I'm saying. What is your pastor and all of them telling y'all? Are they just trying to get in your pockets every Sunday? You know what I mean? Whether it's virtually, because I know some of y'all go to virtual church too. You know what I mean? I ain't forget about y'all either. But yeah, I mean, what he talking to you? Look, modern application, monthly, quote unquote, by black, end quote, challenges. Black business directories. Church/community pledge to spend at least, you ready? Church/community, and this is demands that the dedicated church people should be demanding. What should we be demanding? Church/community pledge to spend at least 30 to 50% locally. That means all revenue, the tithes, the building fund, the offerings, all of that shit. 30 to 50% of all of that total spent in the local market, whether it's creating new revenue streams, creating farmer markets, creating new business opportunities, infusing businesses already existed, etc. This should be going on. This should have been going on. Neighborhood repair, construction and service contracts kept in the community. Neighborhood repair, construction and service contracts kept in the community. Meaning, if you got a mega church, it's just nobody. It's just right ratio. It's no way in the world, in the galaxy, you don't have multiple contractors in there. You don't have multiple repair service people in there, and etc. All right. Unified support for black banks and or credit unions, or just start creating your own. This models the same, quote unquote, cooperative spending, end quote, John pushed decades earlier. Develop economic courage, not silence for comfort. John lost jobs for telling uncomfortable truth. Ain't that something? Damn, salute there, man. Man, tell the youth about Vernon Johns. Don't skip him. Do not skip him. Just like it was in my era too. I mean, I don't know if it was in yours, but do not skip past Vernon Johns to talk about no goddamn MLK. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because that's gonna make them docile. You need to give them a good dosage of Vernon Johns. I'm telling you. Listen, he knew economic silence equal economic weakness. Modern application, whole black or copper tone, whatever black institutions, what do you call them things? HBCUs or whatever, publicly accountable, and etc. Challenge responsible spending patterns honestly. Address financial issues like debt, consumerism, and predatory businesses. Teach our youth financial literacy with honesty, not just motivation, quote unquote. 4. Use the church as a powerhouse or a power base. All right? Use the church as a power base. We, them, they, those shouldn't have to be going to the credit unions and the loans and the banks and shit like that. When, just like a lot of our generations, motherfuckers been given to these, it ain't been to the building and anyway, you know what I'm saying. Not just a stage. John viewed the church not as a musical hall. You hear that? John viewed the church not as a musical hall. Ain't it, man? However, as a launch pad for liberation for the goddamn nation. Ain't it, man? Modern application. Churches develop small business incubators. Ain't it? That's what I say, small business incubators, huh? Okay. Y'all should be doing Shark Tank business stuff every month, a couple times a month. Who got businesses? Who got services? Pastors promote cooperative economics from the pulpit. Pastors or reverends or whatever you call them promote cooperative economics from the pulpit. Churches partner with black banks or credit unions, etc. Require economic training for youth and congregation offices. Ain't it, man? Create community-owned enterprises, credit unions, housing co-ops, schools, farmers markets, everything. If you got billions of dollars a year, you could do everything. I'm just saying, you could do everything. So look, that little 30 to 50% out of a mega church ain't gonna hurt them. I'm just saying. Okay. A Vernon Johns style church. A Vernon Johns. Matter of fact, ask some of your pastors or reverend, do they know who Vernon Johns is? That's gonna tell you a whole lot about him right there. But anyway, style church would be a hub for economic development, not just Sunday entertainment. Let's go back one more time. A Vernon Johns style church would be a hub for economic development, not just Sunday into that damn entertainment. And what are they in it to attain? Your soul, your spirit, your intellectual property, your capital. Encourage black self-production, not just black consumerism. Johns knew, he ain't believe shit, knew the original people relied too much on European or other owned businesses for everything. This was way back then. Modern application. This is why I get so worked up, because goddamn, come on y'all, when the fuck we snapping on out this bitch. Modern application. Teach manufacturing, digital skills, trades, farming, and craftsmanship. Launch apprenticeships, internships, etc. All the ships and trade schools, or whatever y'all gonna call them. All right. Promote making products. Everybody got a goddamn hustle. All them goddamn, man, America Church hold about 1,000 motherfucking people. It is no way. It's just you have a surplus enterprise network right every Sunday. That's bananas. Even a mid-sized church. You feel me? Promote making products, food that's healthy, food that is healthy and holistic, and is not gonna send you to another damn institution, which is big pharma and the hospitals. Okay? Clothing, tech, cosmetics, etc. Instead of just buying them. Okay? Promote making products. This returns production power to the community. Challenge systems publicly and without fear. Johns was confrontational. He wanted some of that wreck for the respect, ain't he, man? In a strategic, y'all hear that? Because I know it be a lot. We can't just go in a strategic, intelligent way. Johns was confrontational in a strategic and an intelligent way. All right. So this 100% docile shit has got to go. He used bold public actions to force awareness. Modern application. Organize local economic campaigns. Challenge discriminatory businesses. Use social media to expose economic injustices. Teach community members how to negotiate, protest unfair practices, and claim rights, etc. This builds the courage and the unity Exemplified. He exemplified. 7, promote land ownership as the first, not home ownership. That's why I don't know why people keep saying that home ownership stupid shit. That's why so many people struggle to do the home shit. Anyway, so yeah, promote land ownership as the first step to interdependence. Johns pushed land ownership harder than almost any. Oh, I need you to hear that part. Almost harder than almost any preacher of his era. Modern application. I guarantee y'all probably couldn't give me one pastor right now, currently, that's pushing land ownership or any of this stuff that I presented. Any of it. And if it is one, please put them in the comments, or he or she, so we can salute them and promote them. Modern application. Launch land cooperatives. Y'all hear that? Launch land cooperatives. By the way, I have a GoFundMe. For a off-grid, self-sufficient land project cooperative. That's what my GoFundMe is all about. So when I share my GoFundMe link in a pistachio shell, nutshell, whatever, that's what it's for. Okay. Launch land cooperatives. Teach families how to keep properties in family trust, wills, LLCs, etc. Community land banks. All right, because we keep saying about credit unions and stuff like that, but we need banks and credit unions that's just geared straight to funding land. You hear me? I'm just saying, whether it's land development, whether it's preservation, all the stuff. You hear me? All of it's tax write-offs. I'm just saying, you go win all the way around. So anyway, look, community land banks encourage agriculture, housing development, and real estate investing. So when the market does whatever, that should be an opportunity for you to go in and be able to get some of those houses that's foreclosed and liened and and restore them. And then what do? You use your congregation for the special skills and the and then we get that money. We keep everything in house, man. Look, land is still the core of power. Vernon Johns understood that early. Why the fuck did I not hear about goddamn Vernon Johns? Seriously, man. Come on, man. We should overcome shit, man. If you were kicking that Vernon Johns shit, it wouldn't have been none of that dumbass shit. Replace weak leadership with prophetic leadership. Replace weak leadership with prophetic leadership. Johns knew leaders must guide, not just entertain. Modern application for the nearshine. Train pastors, reverends, whatever you call them, young leaders, etc., and community organizers in economic leadership and economic integrity. Because there's enough goddamn money going around, they just don't have no goddamn integrity. And them they those. And whoever it is, goddamn it, put the goddamn coat on, ain't it? Elect economic-minded community officials. Hold leaders accountable for measurable results, not just speeches. Hold leaders accountable for measurable results, not just speeches. Leadership must be prophetic, not performative. Leadership must be prophetic, not performative. In summary, so it's not for your entertainment. When some people come in with the plan, they're not coming in to play. You hear me? Vernon Johns' methods can be applied today through, this is the summary, building copper-tone, indigenous, etc., black-owned food systems, circulating money eternally, same as Dr. Claude Anson and the rest, salute to all of them been saying, creating economic courage and accountability, reinventing the black church. You hear that? Reinventing the black church. One more time. Reinventing the black church as an economic engine. As an economic engine. Teaching production, not just consumption. Teaching production, not just consumption. Publicly challenging oppressive systems. Prioritizing land ownership, not home ownership, land ownership. Then you do the rest of the stuff. Because then you'll have so much more of your imagination that you could put on it. It'll be your creation from out of your intellectual property. You understand? Developing strong truth-telling leadership. Developing strong truth-telling leadership. All right, conclusion. John's identity, his stance on group economics, and how his methods can be applied to black community today, etc. Overall conclusion and summary overview. John's stands as one of the earliest architects of black economic liberation for the nation, a preacher, intellectual, and warrior for truth, who challenged both segregation and the internal weaknesses within the black community, man. Long, you hear this now? Long before the civil rights movement became organized. I need to see if they got a movie on him. They got to have a movie on people like this. Because if you got movies and shit and all of these documentaries and all this bullshit on old boy, it is no in the mother way that you're not supposed to have everything. He's supposed to have whatever that other dude had times 1,000. Like really. Johns preached a message rooted in courage, economic independence, and community self-determination. He knew that true freedom begins with economic control. I know y'all don't like that word control, but I mean, hey, a lot of people don't like just certain words and shit. And not just political rights. His approach centered on land ownership, food production, cooperative economic. I mean, this is beautiful. This is beautiful stuff right here, man. And the circulation of the black dollar within the black communities. So again, just at a basis, cosmic, what should we be demanding or whatever we want to say of our religious institutions, cosmic? Whether it's a small itty bitty church, all the way up to the mega super megas, you should be demanding financial literacy workshops, teachings, etc. Land ownership knowledges, etc., and assistance in funding. You should be demanding them allocate, or whatever word we want to say, a lot, or whatever word we need there, 30 to 50% of the overall gross net, whatever the overall revenues of everything. You feel me? Even the tax breaks, okay, into land ownership, farmers markets, farmers ecosystems, food production, cooperative economics, and the circulation of the black dollar. All right, we should be able to have these workshops, because again, when you have these churches that have so many people, is all of them have skills and services and stuff. You feel me? So we could just keep all the stuff in house, so we won't have to get outside contractors and all of this other stuff, outside help or none of that. I know you got people that work at the bank that go to your goddamn your facility. He knew that true freedom begins with economic control, not just political rights. That's why I don't even get into that politics bullshit. Because if you don't control your economics, there's no point in you talk about that shit. Because you can get the leftovers. You gonna get what motherfuckers feel like giving you. Simply, his approach centered on land ownership, food production, blah blah blah. Johns repeatedly warned that any group financially dependent on its oppressors of any kind, in any other economic group, would never achieve dignity, safety, or long-term stability. Did y'all hear that? Y'all want to hear that one more time? Johns repeatedly warned that any group financially dependent on its oppressors of any kind, any ethnic group, would never achieve dignity, safety, or long-term stability. So again, a lot of these topics we be talking about is just kind of like, until we can control our intellectual properties and abilities and all of this other stuff and have integrity with our finance. Again, what's coming up next week or the next few days? And then 2 or 3 weeks after that, they already got their systems of economics and money and shit flowing through. You hear me? Black Friday, Cyber Mondays, and all that shit. What made him unique was not his boldness, however, his willingness to live the message he preached. Growing his own food. Ain't that something? Confronting injustice directly and challenging the black church or whatever have you to function as an economic power base instead of a place of entertainment. And that should be one of your demands. That should be a major demand. That should be the umbrella demand. And then everything else should be like little bullet points after that. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's say it one more time. His courage cost him. Hold on. Wait. The black church to function as an economic power base instead of a place of entertainment. His courage cost him positions. Ain't that something? However, it made him a foundational figure who ideas prepared the grounds for later leaders like the MLK. You hear me? Later. You feel me? And then he say he lost position. That means people offer him probably bribes and other shit, and he just didn't take it. So you gotta have integrity within the economics when the money's flying in there, huh? Because what they say, all money ain't good money. All opportunities ain't. Today, John's teachings are more relevant than ever. Isn't that something? Today, John's teachings are more relevant than ever. His methods translate directly into modern solutions, building black-owned food systems, challenging internal economic circulation, raising courage, accountable leadership, transforming churches into economic engines, prioritizing land ownership, not home ownership, prioritizing land ownership and cooperative development. So you get the land and you develop it as a group. You hear me? Promoting self-production over consumption. Challenging economic injustice with intelligence and boldness. All right. In essence, we out of here. We done today. Well, we might come back, fly through with one more. Just put on your notification. Vernon Johns taught that a community must produce, own, and protect its economic power. It must produce, own, and protect its economic power if it hopes to achieve real liberation. His life is a blueprint for black self-sufficiency, discipline, and nation building. Applying his principles along with whatever other little great stuff can transform black communities from consumers into creators. We're already creators. It's just, okay, from reactive to proactive, and from economically vulnerable into economically sovereign. All right. We got some comments for the near shot. Who we got? Empress Star, take you far. Where y'all? No matter where you are, Empress Star. What salute to the co-host, Empress Star, take you far. No matter where. Oh man, Sacred Space gonna be all in your face, man. She is seeking divine feminine energy with products, services, and intellectual properties to build that platform up with all feminine essence. It's an all women platform she wants to build up. Link up with Empress Star to take you far no matter where you are, man. All right. Let's see what comments we got right now. Empress Star says, Royal Reflections, everyone, sending love and peace. Ain't it, man? Don't forget to do what? Don't forget to goddamn do what? You see what it says on the screen. Don't forget to do that. Absolutely and indubitably, he was really helping the community. Absolutely, he knew that was needed to detach from them. Yeah, and all. Well, most people, I don't know about all, but most people don't know the name Vernon Johns. And again, he should have a documentary ASAP. Like, go get Denzel Washington to play him. He look a little bit like Denzel. Or make Wesley Snipes grow his hair or some shit and, gain some weight or something. Yeah, I mean, make him play Vernon Johns or some shit. Because I need to see because I'm just saying, we got the dude MLK got a whole dumbass holiday, man. And what did he do, man? Huh? Talk to me now. Talk to me now. Talk to me now. Talk to me now. I'm telling you, we, them, they, those people probably from the I would say the mid 70s on up. If we would have heard about a Vernon Johns fam instead of because we just thought pastors was always talking about damn Sky Daddy. He won't talk about that shit. Well, anyway. Peace and abundance, peace and abundance, peace and abundance. Royal Day, Royal Day, Royal Day. We got some other shows coming up. We got a lot of random topics coming up. It's so much stuff going on simultaneously. Also, if you would like to book a consultation, a $30 for 25-minute consultation, if you are interested in relocating to Ghana, you know what I'm saying? If you would like to know some data and some different and you would like to relocate, if it's just a consideration, just come holler at me, man. Come holler at me, inbox me on the variety of platforms. I'm over there on Fanbase, salute the Fanbase. I'm over there on the top, you feel me? I'm over there on the book, you feel me? I'm over there on IG, you understand me? So just link with me in any of those variety of inboxes, you feel me? And then we can go ahead and get this booming right quick, all right? Peace and abundance, and guess what? Come on, say it with me, say it with me, say it with me, say it with me. Cause remind you, V.